Welcome to my channel. My name is Łukasz Zygmunt and the channel is called Always Positive. In this short introduction video I will tell you a little bit more why I created this channel, what's the purpose of it, and what I would like to share with you. And starting with the why, it's all about getting aligned. It's all about living my life in the way that is aligned with my values, in the way that is aligned to how I want to be, and fulfilling my dreams and really reaching my goals. And that's exactly what I believe all of us, maybe most of us, really want from our lives, and at the same time we're getting lost. We're getting lost with the things that we believe we have to do. We're getting lost in the things that somewhere just get hold of our calendar and our schedules and take up a lot of time. And we don't really have the time to, or we don't seem to have the opportunity to sit down and actually go deep inside and find out what it is that we really want. What it is that I want my life to look like, what it is that I want to achieve. And more importantly, it's what I want to achieve, but what actually is deeply inside my heart, rather than what would I like to buy, what I would like to get possession of, because those things are usually getting us in our way, and when they get in our way, they take a lot of time, and when we actually reach them, we are in the same place, where we're still longing for what it is that we want, and we don't know. And we find that, yeah, I have a new car, or I have a new house, or I have a new job, and the moment we reach it, there's something else. And that's really is what I've been struggling myself with for a long time, and I'm still struggling with it. But at the same time in my life, I've had the opportunity to find a couple of different tools and a couple of different methodologies and meet a lot of people that show me the way of how to do it differently and how to listen to myself and how to change things for the better for myself, how to change my life and how to benefit what I'm doing in a way that actually makes a difference and in the way that matters for me. Essentially, this is a way of taking control of my life and going from the being reactive and acting on what needs to be done, what's happening, there's all of these things going around and I'm just running from place to place. And it seems like it's never-ending stream of actions to actually place where I'm making the decision of what I want to do and I'm making the decision of how I want to use my attention and how I want to use my ability to focus on something. And there's the question of, so how do we do that? And what I believe is the answer, at least it's the answer for me at this moment in my life, is to actually find a way to structure a little bit my life and to manage my focus and my attention. To be able to take those moments in time where I sit down and where I really go in deep into myself and say, okay, really this is what I'm doing at the moment, but it's not really what I wanted. Or, yeah, great, I'm on track. This is exactly what I wanted to do and I'm following through, I'm on my path. For me, the only way we can actually find out if it's the case or not is within ourselves. The only way is to feel what our emotions are telling us and what is happening in our life that is telling us as well what is going on in our lives. Because the environment is a living environment and it gives us signals, tells to us a lot of things that we can pick up, or if we're rushing through, we completely skip them and we're kind of deaf to what the reality is showing us. And the tools that I found really useful, or the things that I found and in my life was nonviolent communication created by Mr. Rosenberg, Mr. Marshall Rosenberg, which is a wonderful way of looking at our emotions and looking at our needs. And more importantly, getting connected to what is really important for us and getting connected to what we really want in our lives. And the second part, big part of something that I call the need Scrum is Scrum. And some of you may know about it. I guess many people will not. And Scrum essentially is a framework that was created for software development, which is quite, so it's quite a different spectrum, really. But at the same time, it's very efficient and it's very good. And I've used it in my work. And that's exactly why, with this experience of nonviolent communication, going deep within myself and finding what and all of the soft skills, as we call them, and this, in a way, a contrast and with the Scrum, which is really very about the structure and how to put things in place, at the same time giving us a lot of flexibility to make it our own. Put me into my head the idea, or the idea really came in a way, was about how to do it that we combine the two. How is it that I can combine what my heart is really longing for, what my heart really needs, and at the same time give it a little bit of a structure that actually I can work with it and I can, in a way, manage my focus around it and focus it as to how do I make it work in my life rather than jumping around from place to place. And need Scrum, in my vision, is something that can benefit people who have questions like that. It definitely benefited me, and it's something that I've been working on for the last about 2 years, and I've been using and shaping and reframing and remolding it in my life for the last 2 years. It is a combination of quite a few tools, different specific outlines and guidelines, at the same time providing a lot of flexibility and a lot of room to fill it with whatever works for my life. So it's not to prescribe anything, but rather to help to guide my life the way that I want it to show, in the way that I want it to be. And as we're coming up to about 8.5 minutes, which I thought is going to be no more than 5, I will be closing this video introduction. Thank you very much for watching. If it does sound like it resonates to you with not really having time for the things that you really care about, really wanted to get closer to yourself and get that connection, maybe if you need a little bit more structure or some tools that will help you in your life, then please join me on this path and on this journey that I'm taking up pretty much right now. And I hope you to see in my next video. Thank you very much for watching and your attention, and see you soon.